Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So welcome dear devotees for our morning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam session. We are beautifully going through the prayers of Queen Kunti. Canto 1, chapter number 8, prayers by Queen Kunti. We are going through beautiful prayers. We have covered up to text number 28 and 29. We are going to discuss a little bit more in details today. We started 28 and 29 together, and we'll begin from text 30 today as well. All right, couple of quick points from yesterday's session. Who would like to say?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we saw that Kunti Maharani prays that, having high birth, born in a very rich family, is not actually, and having beauty, having high positions, it's not actually a qualification, but a disqualification in bhakti, because by that you get pride and then you get puffed up. So, but actually Srila Prabhupada explains that these are actually not the qualification, not disqualification, if they are used in a right way in bhakti. So, yeah.
Correct. Very good point. So in itself, high birth, education, wealth, beauty, they are not disqualification, but the pride comes from that. That is the disqualification. Because if someone has the pride, if someone is puffed up by these attributes, then they will not be able to call out Krishna with feelings. And feelings are more important when someone says, oh Krishna, oh Govinda, because they have pride in the heart. So thank you so much, Radhika Mataji. Anyone else?
Prabhuji, you mentioned that in reality, everything belongs to Krishna. So nothing is ours anyway. So whatever we are utilizing, like we are utilizing Krishna's property in Krishna's service. So we should always remember that, we have brought nothing, we will take nothing, and whatever we are using is Krishna's. So why not offer first thing to Krishna and then utilize it for, first utilize it for him and then utilize that whatever prasadam is left. Thank you.
Amazing point, because everything comes from Krishna. He is the supreme controller, who is the supreme creator. Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. What belongs to us anyway? So even person giving donation, charity, renouncing must not be proud that I'm renouncing. Anyway, it belongs to Krishna. Thank you. One last one.
Prabhuji, Kunti Maharani is actually asking Krishna to give more and more challenges, so that in that way she can remember Krishna. Otherwise, if there are no tests or no challenges, we tend to take things for granted, and we think that we are the doer. But when we face challenges, at that time we think of surrendering to Krishna, to a higher authority, to solve our problems.
Yes, this is very high standards, praying for more challenges. I remember Kadam Kanand Maharaj, during his last visit to Melbourne, he mentioned that I pray to Krishna that please, even if you have to test me, even if you have to give me challenges, please test me softly. Please give me the challenges which are on my level. Otherwise, I won't be able to sustain the difficulties, the challenges. I may be failed in the test. Kadam Kanand Maharaj said, I'm praying to Krishna, please test me, but very softly, because my level is different. Kadam Kanand Maharaj was saying that. Imagine our level. Most the glorious disciples, acharyas, they pray like that. So yeah, we just have to inspire about surrender to Krishna from these prayers. All right, so text number 28 and 29, we discussed about Kunti Maharani mentioning Krishna as he is equal to everyone. Kunti Maharani says to Krishna that, oh Krishna, you are an eternal time, as a time, and you are equal to everyone. That means you are distributing your mercy equally to everyone. Just as the time has no beginning and end, Kunti Maharani says, Krishna, you have no beginning and end. As a time, Krishna witnesses all the good actions and bad actions of everyone. And depending on the actions, Krishna is giving the results. The reactions are coming based on the actions. If they are good actions, they get good results. If they are people perform bad actions, they get bad results. And Krishna, in the form of a time, he does that. So Kunti Maharani is saying here that everyone is suffering or enjoying whatever they are going through, the experiences in the life is because of their own actions. Krishna is equal to everyone. Krishna is not partial, but because of their own actions, they get different results. Many times, or most of the times, the person may not even remember what good actions he or she did, and the results is coming now. It could be in this life, it could be in previous lives, it could be 1,000 years back, millions of years back. A person doesn't know. Sometimes there is something called instant karma. Person can realize मैंने ये कुछ कर दिया और मुझे ये result मिल गया. But most of the time, karmana gahana gati. It's very complicated, the intricacies of karma. So person may not know if something going bad, some challenges are coming in life as of today, but we don't know what action or what bad action we may have done before, 1 week back, 1 month back, 1 year back, 1 decade back, or 1 lifetime back. We don't know, but the reaction of that is for sure coming to us in the form of a bad reaction. So the important lesson to learn from this is Krishna is not partial. Krishna is reciprocal. Krishna is not partial, but he is reciprocal. He reciprocates based on how a person behaves, based on how a person acts. Krishna reciprocates. So Krishna is not partial, but he is reciprocal. Very simple example we can understand by government. Government issues license to the drivers after the test, and then they are free to drive on the road after issuing the license. But if a person drives bad, he is banned. The demerit points and 6-month license suspension we see, or 12-month license suspension. There are different rules by the road regulative authorities here. But if a person drives fine, without any issues following the rules, then he will continue driving freely. So the government is not partial by giving suspension to someone or giving freedom to someone. Government is reciprocal in this. This is very mundane example for our easiness of understanding that Krishna is not partial, he just reciprocates. Important learning points from this particular verse, that how Krishna in the form of time reciprocates, that if someone is going through good times, we have to understand that he must have performed some good karmas previously, and that's why they are going through some good results now. If a person is suffering, that means a person must have suffered, it must have done bad actions before, and that's why they are going through that particular suffering situation. But good or bad, a person must be suffering here. Good action is also suffering, because a person doing something good, there is a good return, and the person must be here to accept that good results of that. Or bad, a person must be here. So good or bad, they both are reactions, and the person must be present here in this world to experience the result of that. Intelligent person will go out of this both good and bad. And that's why devotional service is called akarma. There is something called good karma, bad karma, but the devotional service or Bhagwan की जो सेवा होती है उसको akarma बोलते हैं. Akarma means, there is no good or bad reaction. And that is very important. And two important things. First, if a person is suffering, a person is going through some challenges in life, we shouldn't think that अरे वो तो उसने बुरा कुछ कर्म किया होगा, उसकी वो सजा भुगत रहा है, उसको भुगतने दो. let him suffer, because he must have done something bad before, and Krishna has given the reaction and let him suffer. That is a wrong understanding. If we can help someone, if someone is suffering, devotees, if they are going through challenges, we can assist someone. That is called a devotee care. That is called a spiritual care of the soul, and Krishna loves that when devotee takes care of another devotee. And second important thing to learn from this is, whatever we are going through now in our life, that is the result of previous actions. But what we will experience in the future, that will be the result of our current actions. So our current action is very important. What we do today will shape our future tomorrow. So that's why what we do now is very, very important. Okay, whatever we have done in the past, that is on a different level. Whatever plans we have in future, that is on a different level. But what we are doing today is very important, because what actions we do today, that will give the result tomorrow. And that's why people who are suffering, they are having challenges in life, difficulties in life, it's very important to chant Krishna's name. It's very important to do devotional service, come into the association of devotees, because by doing that, guaranteed the future will change. Because the current situation is the result of previous karma. But if the current actions is changed, then the future will also be changed, because it's the result. And that is what Kunti Maharani is pointing out. There is a big seminar I have given, like 4 hours slideshow session. Why do good things happen to bad people, and vice versa? Why do bad things happen to good people? And that's the law of karma. In our Bhakti Vriksha, before we started, I give a slideshow presentation. Why do good things? Sometimes we see people are so good, but they are facing bad situations in life, and sometimes people are so bad, but they are having good times. So why is it like that? This is the law of karma. It comes in a different. In Bhagavatam, different in Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu as well, that why Krishna killed the demons and why he saved the devotees, why Krishna protects the devotees or demigods, and why he kills the demons. Is Lord partial? But Krishna is reciprocal, not partial. We learn from this. 28 and 29. Let's move with the interest of time to text number 30. Simran Mataji is there. Sorry, oh yes, Simran Mataji, can you read text 30?
Hare Krishna all. Yes, Prabhuji.
Janma karma cha vishwatman. It's very beautiful word. Janma karma cha vishwatman. Yes, Mataji, translation.
Sure, Prabhu. Of course, it is bewildering, O soul of universe, that you work, through you are inactive, and that you take birth. Though you are the vital force and the unborn, you yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages, and aquatics. Verify this is bewildering. Thank you.
Kunti Maharani says here, of course, this is all bewildering. Kunti Maharani says, this is all bewildering. Janma karma cha vishwatman. Vishwa atman. Vishwa means the whole universe. Atman means the soul. O soul of the universe. O Krishna, you are the foundation of the whole cosmos. You are the basis of the whole creation. You are the soul of the universe. But janma karma cha vishwatman. But your birth, janma, karma, your activities, they are all bewildering. You come as an animal. Kurma avatar we have seen. You come as man, you come as sages, rishis, aquatics, Matsya avatar we have seen. Kunti Maharani says everything is so bewildering, so inconceivable. How do we understand that? With our vision, it seems very contradictory. His appearance, his actions, his pastimes, everything. Why? Krishna is unborn. Krishna is unborn. He doesn't take birth, but he takes birth. With Devaki and Vasudeva, we say he appears. Even though he is unborn, he takes birth. Although Krishna doesn't need to do any actions. Krishna doesn't need to do any actions, but he is still active. He performs work. He performs many actions. So although he is unborn, but he takes birth. Although he doesn't need to do any actions, but he is busy doing actions, doing work. He appears in various species: Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha. He appears in various forms as a sages, as a rishis. We have gone through the 22 different incarnations at the beginning of this series. And Tad Atyanta Vidambanam. Tad Atyanta Vidambanam. That's everything is bewildering. We find that in our own discussion as well. Sometimes devotees come to temple or they meet me and say, Prabhuji, why is everything so complicated with Krishna? He doesn't appear, but he appears. He doesn't have to work, but he works. He comes as a half man and half lion. Isn't it bewildering? Half man and half lion. Oh, Matsya, then Kurma, then Varaha Roop, and all different things. It's bewildering. And what is the most bewildering things out of all this? Can anyone guess? Kunti Maharani is building up in this verse. Janma, karma, cha, vishwatman, and everything is bewildering. Your birth, your pastimes, your activities, your appearances, your forms. But there is something which is most bewildering. Completely bewildering. Huh?
Prabhuji, pure devotees can easily understand him if they put, if they do devotional service. So that's the most bewildering thing, because he is not understandable by anybody else, but the devotees can understand him. That's my understanding, Prabhu.
Yes. Of course, that's true, pure devotees. But Kunti Maharani points out the most bewildering thing. Out of everything, half man, half lion, in a kurma roop, in a varaha roop, as a boar, pig, a wild pig, and all different. But the most bewildering thing is the next one, which is number 31. Pankaj Prabhu, 31. Translation.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Text 31. My dear Krishna, Yasoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes, and you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me.
Kunti Maharani is pointing out the Damodar Leela, Damodar pastime. We are approaching soon. In about 10 days from today, Damodar month is starting. And Kunti Maharani points out that out of all these bewildering things, one particular pastime of Mother Yasoda binding you with a rope, that is the most bewildering thing. He breaks the pot, spreads the butter everywhere, goes and feeds the monkeys. And then when Mother Yashoda is running to catch him, Krishna is running out of fear. And when Mother Yashoda catches him, his eyes having tears, he's crying, rubbing his eyes again and again with fear, with terror. And when Mother Yashoda binds him, it is Kunti Maharani says here that you are fearful, you are crying like a baby with the tears in the eyes, scared of Mother Yashoda's punishment. This is bewildering to me, Kunti Maharani says. Krishna is Supreme Lord, he is the Supreme Creator, the fear personified. The person fear, the fear personified is fearful of Krishna. But here Krishna is fearful. Krishna removes all the fears of everyone, especially for the devotees. Devotees become fearless because of Lord's blessings. Abhay Charan, Abhay, Srila Prabhupada's name, Abhay means no fear. Krishna gives as a blessings fearlessness to devotees. But here, Krishna himself is fearful, crying. Krishna wipes off everyone's tears. But here, Krishna's eyes are having tears. So Kunti Devi is saying that Mother Yashoda's and your pastime, this is most bewildering. Now, dear devotees, understand why Kunti Maharani points out this Yashoda Maya's pastime here, because few verses back, the verse Kunti Maharani spoke, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Remember that verse we discussed? In that verse, Krishna Vasudevaya, his son of Vasudev, Devaki Nandan. Vasudev and Devaki was mentioned. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, you are son of Nanda. but Devki wasn't, Yashoda Maya wasn't mentioned. Vasudeva was mentioned, Devki was mentioned, and Nanda Maharaj was mentioned, but Yashoda Maya was not mentioned in that verse. So she specifically saved Yashoda Maya's name to glorify the unique position of Mother Yashoda, the loving affection, the loving relationship with Krishna. She was saving it, and she dedicated one full verse for Mother Yashoda. That is because of what unique position, the unique love for Krishna Mother Yashoda has. Very beautiful. Kechi dahu rajam jatam. The next verse, 132. Very beautiful. Punya slokasya kirtaye. Very beautiful. Who wants to read? Nikki, you want to read? 32.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Text 32. Some says that the unborn is born for the glorification of pious kings, and others say that he is born to please the king Yadu, one of your dearest devotee. You appear in his family as sandalwood appears in the Malaya hills.
Yes. Kechi dahu rajam jatam punya slokasya kirtaye. You appear as sandalwood appears in the Malaya hills. Kunti Maharani here is explaining that you do these bewildering pastimes, your appearances, you come in this form and that form, you appear and you perform these beautiful pastimes. What is the reason? So she is mentioning here that you are unborn but taking birth. Why? To come and glorify your devotees. This is glorification of the pious kings. So the first reason mentioned is glorification of pious kings. Especially Maharaj Yadu is mentioned here. Krishna came in a Yadu dynasty, and when Krishna comes, just as sandalwood smell increases the glorification, the beauty of Malaya hills, because sandalwood trees are present there. In the same way, Krishna appears in the Yadu dynasty and increases the glories of the Yadu dynasty. Second reason mentioned is Krishna appears to glorify his pure devotees. His devotees like Yudhishthir Maharaj, pious kings, it is mentioned here. Krishna appears to increase their glories. So two reasons Kunti Maharani points out here. You take this, you are unborn, but you take birth because you glorify the devotees and you increase the fame of the pious kings. That is what mentioned here, Kunti Maharani. It continues. Why Krishna comes, appears, this theme continues. Let's do two together because it's the same thing. The reasons of Krishna's bewildering actions, the reason why Krishna appears. 33 and 34 together, we can read. Who wants to read? Rohit Prabhu, you want to read 33 and 34 together?
Sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everyone. 33. Others say that since both Vasudeva and Devki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly, you are unborn. Yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Text 34. Others say that the world, being overburdened like a boat at sea, is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So all the different reasons why Krishna appears, why Krishna does these bewildering actions, pastimes is mentioned here. The first one mentioned in the text 33 is Vasudeva and Devki prayed for you. Vasudeva and Devki prayed for having Krishna as their son. And that's why to answer their prayers, Krishna appears in this world. So we have to understand that Krishna appears and Krishna taking birth are two different things. Krishna, we celebrate Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Narsimha Chaturdashi. Those are the days Krishna appears to perform this specific pastime. That doesn't mean that it's a birthday that Krishna did not exist before or Narsimhadev did not exist before. So they are that appearance day, just like the sun appears in the morning. That doesn't mean sun did not exist. Sun was there. Maybe sun was shining light in a different country, but maybe not be in Australia. In the same way, Krishna is eternal, but he appears, and that's why we celebrate Janmashtami. So the first reason mentioned in this verse is to answer the prayers of Devaki and Vasudeva. And second reason, for the welfare of the devotees. For the welfare of the devotees is mentioned. Third one is mentioned here is to kill those who are envious of the demigods, to kill the miscreants. Which verse in Bhagavad Gita very similar to this? Who knows?
Paritranaya sadhuna.
Yes, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya. So that will again come in 34. The world was overburdened with the demoniac people, and to answer Brahmaji prayed to Bhumi Devi. Brahmaji prayed to Krishna that save Bhumi Devi. Mother Earth is burdened by demoniac people. And to answer Brahmaji's prayers, Krishna, you have appeared to destroy the miscreants, to establish dharma. So all the different reasons Kunti Maharani lists here why he performs this bewildering acts. One, to glorify pious kings. Second, to increase the glories of the devotees. To increase the fame of the great kings. To reciprocate with the prayers of Devaki and Vasudeva. To kill the miscreants, to establish dharma, and for the welfare of all people. Different reasons are mentioned, and that's why Krishna, you appear. Now, after all these different reasons, Kunti Maharani lists down again what is the most important reason for Krishna's appearance. Yes, all these reasons are listed, but there is one specific reason which is the most important. Kunti Maharani says this, and then she starts in text number 25. What is that? The most important reason Krishna appears? Let's see what it says in text number 35. Shiva Prabhu, you want to read? Bhava asmin klishyamananam.
Things, yes. Okay. And 35, text 35. And yet others say that you appeared for the sake of rejuvenating the devotional service of hearing, remembering, worshipping, and so on, in order that the conditioned souls suffering from material pangs might take advantage and gain liberation.
Kunti Maharani here highlights the main reason of Krishna's appearance is to rejuvenate the devotional service, to establish the devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. And what is that? Service of hearing, remembering, worshipping. Shravanam, Smaranam, Arhani. See the third line of this verse. Shravanam, hearing, Smaranam, remembering, and Arhani, worshipping. Karishyan iti kechana. So you come to establish devotional service, to rejuvenate the process of devotional service. That is the most important thing. In this bhava asmin klishyamananam. In this bhava, the conditioned souls are engrossed in so many material miseries, difficult situation in this world, so many challenges in this world. And why people are suffering? Because of avidya, because of ignorance. They have forgotten the relationship with Krishna. Because of kama, the material desires. Second line, avidya, kama, karma bihi. The second line of avidya, kama, and karma bihi. Avidya means ignorance. Kama means material desires. And karma bihi means selfish karma, selfish activities for their own sense gratification. So, bhava asmin klishyamananam. People are suffering in this world because of ignorance, material desires, and selfish actions. Kunti Maharani is saying that. But you appear, you take your appearance in this world to establish, rejuvenate the devotional process, devotional service, which is Shravanam, Smaranam, Arhani. Shravanam means hearing, Smaranam means remembering, Arhani means worshipping. Does anyone remember similar sloka in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, you think of me, remember me, you worship me, you offer obeisance unto me?
Satatam kirtayante.
is there. Yes. Satyatam
Satatam
Kirtayantam. Manmana bhava mad bhakto
Bhakto
madhyaji mam
Madhyaji.
namaskuru mame vaishasi yuktva. We have done this in this. Manmana means always think of me. Mad bhakto, become my devotees. Madhyaji, worship me. Mam namaskuru, offer your obeisances to me. So you see how there is a Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Bhagavad Gita, all the messages, we can relate. Every verse you can think of Bhagavatam, you can relate to Bhagavad Gita. So Kunti Maharani says, you come here to establish that, and Krishna in Bhagavad Gita very clearly says the same message. In this way, by doing this, by hearing, remembering this, a devotee can go out of the miseries of this world. And that is what Kunti Maharani is saying. And that's why, Krishna, you perform all these bewildering actions, but you appear for various reasons, but this is the most important reason. And this is why to save the devotees you are appearing. Now Kunti Maharani is saying all these different prayers to Krishna, but she has a personal message for us. Kunti Maharani has for all of us, our group. Kunti Maharani is giving a personal message. Text number 36. Let's see. Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. Hare Krishna.
Kunti Maharani says to all of us, Shrinvanti Gayanti Gninanti Abhikshana Shaha. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental pastimes and take pleasures in others doing so. So not only they own themselves hear, chant, and repeat the transcendental activities or pastimes, but if someone else is hearing, someone else is chanting, someone else is reciting the transcendental pastime of the Lord, they will, what Kunti Maharani is saying here, certainly see your lotus feet. Guaranteed, Kunti Maharani is saying, guaranteed they are going to see your lotus feet. And that alone, by hearing, chanting, and repeating Krishna's Leela, a person will guarantee to reach Krishna's lotus feet, and that alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. Only that thing will stop repetition of birth and death. So, we join every day morning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we chant every day, we hear Krishna Katha, three things. Shrimanti, Gayanti, Grinanti, Abhikshanasha. We hear, we chant, and we repeat again and again Krishna Katha. Every day we all join. What is the result of that? What are we going to achieve after this? Is certainly guaranteed we are going to reach to the lotus feet of Krishna. And guaranteed we'll stop the repetition of birth and death. And that is what Kunti Maharani is saying. Not only their own self doing Krishna Katha, but if someone else is doing, even though someone else is doing so, a devotee takes pleasure, Ta eva pashyanti achirena tvakam. In this verse, ta eva pashyanti achirena tavakam. Achirena tavakam means chira, long ayusha. Achirena means he will surely see in a short time. We have to wait for a long time. Achirena, he will surely see the lotus feet of Krishna. And that is the personal message for all of us. Guaranteed, given to us by Queen Kunti. Kunti Maharani has given us guarantee if we do this hearing, chanting, and remembering. Now, in text 37, Kunti Maharani gives all these prayers, and she is saying, after all this, the war is finished. And are you leaving us today? अब हम सबको छोड़ के जा रहे हो. Oh Krishna, you are leaving us today. My sons are just established as the king, and you are going. Like Kunti Maharani is trying to entice Krishna to stay with them. We'll see tomorrow, text number 37, that how Kunti Maharani tries to convince Krishna to stay and not go. And he's saying, are you leaving us today? We'll see tomorrow. All right, I will pause here. Tomorrow we'll begin in our personal get together from text 37. Very beautiful. Any questions, comments?
Will it be the same link, Prabhu, or you will send the link to the people who are not able to join?
Same.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Same link, yeah. Because we do recording as well. If we change the link, the recording may not happen. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Any additions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Here,
Yes.
Kunti Maharani is glorifying Krishna, and she is so confident that if we do this, we can see the lotus feet and all. So, does it mean that she is so much like elevated devotee that she understood Krishna fully? And
Yes, 100%. She is the topmost devotee. High, very like most intelligent lady. Yes, she understood Krishna fully, 100%. Yes.
she is like so confident in her
Yes.
prayer.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
like,
Yeah, and that's why Kunti Maharani's prayers are read, studied, and comment. People give commentary, study by so many various acharyas, great elevated souls, because she's pure devotee of Krishna. All right, Granth-raj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Try to come on time so that